After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Downs going in motion right. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The Colts are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd down and 13.
Drop 50, drop 50. Drop 50.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They'll try the left side with ETN.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go play action now. Lawrence
sliding out of the pocket.
This ball deep for Tony.
And he's got it inside the 10. touchdown, Jaguars.
Kadarius Toney with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Jags lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a look.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence. And that'll be caught by Toney.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Red on red.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Etienne.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now Richardson, off play action.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run with Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Muscles him off.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Lawrence on first down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That's complete to Tony.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
For 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Seven Pirates.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
18 Rattler.
Richardson to throw off play action.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson going to change the play here.
19 Lions. Warriors 70.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 39.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Off play action, Richardson. That is caught.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and going. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Lisa 24.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. From the gun, it's Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
Okay, ready? Ready.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running left, Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for the Colts. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Come on, boys, come on. You got to get that first down. Let's go, fellas. Hey, smash Bronco.
Again, it's Taylor. And they get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Well, Richardson going to move him around.
2nd and 12.
To throw is Richardson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
19, Tiger, 19, pat the streak, pat the streak. Try 50, try 50.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got the first down and more.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
They're going right back to Pittman.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A 25-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. First and 10, Taylor now. Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Richardson off the play fake.
Touchdown!
Will Mallory,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Colts take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because Mitchell's probably he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Another toe for Etienne. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 63 yards. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Colts are able to climb to this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Jacksonville.
On play action, Lawrence. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, Carter. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Straight ahead, ETN.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On third down, here's ETN.
Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Second and 10. ETN up the middle.
Well, he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year.
And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Now, that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down, Jacksonville.
On first and 10, it's ETN.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down, ETN once more.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Way to make the play. Okay, this could be it. This could be
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And his throw here is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Panther 11, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Hey, easy. Route.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. 170 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This 2nd and 4. A man who won a national championship on this very field with Georgia, it's James Cook.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hey.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Rolling to his right. Oh, hit as as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Cut 19.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
60 yards.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.